Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to I should say good evening, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Late for the Party on Anchor FM. We're going to get into a quick fire review on a movie that I have not gotten the opportunity to do a quick fire review for yet. I've seen it already. But, yes, we're going to talk about The Predator. I know everybody who do care about the movie or not should have saw it already, but I'm going to get a quick fire review on it, hence the reason why we're called Late for the Party. Anyway, so pretty much the premise is the premise for The Predator is that the Predator is being chased by another Predator, which honestly, it's it starts off with the whole Star Wars motif where one ship is chasing after the other ship, so you're not understanding what's going on until one ship gets crash landed into a jungle to where Boyd, the guy named Boyd Holbrook, also who's playing the U.S. sniper Officer McKenna, who pretty much is on a mission to where he's trying to take out a couple of drug cartels, but his mission gets interrupted by the Predator ship crash landing. So while he's on his mission, he finds out and tries to convey with some of his buddies, trying to find out what's going on with this crash landing. So pretty much it's basically him getting attacked by the Predator, kills his guys, kills two of his guys. He stumbles upon the Predator's weaponry and manages to get lucky to take the Predator out by knocking his ass out with one of his own weapons by the grace of God. So either way, and here comes the evil guys, Sterling K. Brown, who is a dope actor. I love him in This Is Us, and I mean, shoot, dude, he's awesome as hell, and he plays a dope ass villain. So for him to be the evil GI and everything, so it's pretty crazy. But I mean, for me, the movie, considering the fact that I love the Predator film, I love Predator. I love the first one with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Honestly, to me, Predator is still one of Arnold's best films to me, in my eyes. A lot of people say Terminator, but a lot more people say Terminator 2. But I think, honestly, in an action sense, but also considering the fact that Arnold was acting, and for him to look nervous and scared, for somebody like Arnold to look scared, considering the fact that, just the looks that he had when, trying to find out what's going on, and half of your team is getting annihilated one by one, and you're the only guy left. That's saying a lot. Like I said, definitely one of his best movies. Predator 2 was enjoyable. I like the fact that Danny Glover decided that Danny Glover was the good guy in all this, but to be realistically going toe-to-toe with the Predator, considering the fact that, even with one arm, the Predator should still be able to whoop his ass. But, I'm rooting for the black guy in that department. But, didn't really care much for Alien vs. Predator Requiem. The one with Sanaa Lathan was okay, but I think it could have went. It was different. When you got too many people it's like when you're cooking. When you got too many people putting too many ingredients in your soup or something, it could mess it up. So but then there was the other one, Predators. Now, that one, it was cool. It was interesting that it was on a different, the Predators were kidnapping humans and sending sending all the universe's killers under one roof. I mean, that was cool. I actually liked it. I mean, and there's a couple of reasons why I'm saying that I like Predators even over The Predator. But I feel that it's that The Predator, and that's another thing. They need to do something better with all these freaking names. But I feel that The Predator, it's like one. Alright, fuck it. I'm just gonna get into it. Alright, one, I just didn't like. Considering the fact that freaking Shane Black, who was also in the first one, who also helped write the first one, I think that he had his hands tied in this one because there was a lot of stuff that was going on they said that there was a lot of reshoots, there was some controversy going on, and I guess his vision of the Predator, you can actually see like where some of what he was writing was already there, but then you could see where like the top brass put their finger into the situation, which kind of made the movie very confusing. Like, for instance, like the movie is very violent. It's very, very violent. Well, it's a Predator film, so it should be mega violent. But also, it was it had a lot of comedy elements. Probably a lot more comedy elements in like even more in this than the other ones. But I mean, don't get me wrong, there were some comedic moments in like even the first Predators. There were some funny moments in there. My boy Bernard and Doug and a lot of folks I used to work with can contest to most of the stuff we used to recite off of that movie. But it was very, very comedic. I mean, you know, you have Michael Key in there doing his thing. Thomas Jane, I mean, considering the fact that I never really looked at him as like hee ha ha funny type of guy, but I mean, shit, like it was funny. I mean, it was very, very funny. I mean, it had some like real funny moments, but especially when you start getting to meet the other characters from like all the soldiers who were had PTSD, had a lot of other problems, like the loonies. That's what they called the McKenna's people that he was stuck on the bus with, the other prisoners and everything. So the loonies were a very interesting lot, which was pretty good. You know, I mean, even for a homeboy from Moonlight, he was also in the film, and like his character was Nebraska, and like he was dope as hell. So I mean, the movie had its like good moments in it. I mean, especially when the Predator gets kidnapped and he starts escaping, but then there's like reasons why he's doing what he's doing, and it starts to get a little cluttered in with all the like elements that are going on within this film. Like there's just too many things that's going on all at once. I mean, then you got McKenna's son who's autistic, but he knows how to crack alien technology, which is like he's he's also causing some of the ruckus that goes on within the movie. But I mean, there's a lot of stuff that goes on in it, which it turns into a comedy, family film, but a mega. So basically, it's kind of like a mega ultra violent comedic family film. And I mean, and it's weird because like, you know, like you see these good qualities, but it could be a different film if it just didn't have the Predator in it. Or then we have the other Predator, who is like, there's a lot of stuff I'm trying not to get spoilers in, but there's one Predator, but then there's the ultimate Predator. Like the predator that, like, everybody's afraid, like the regular predators, I guess, if they're regular or not, because they're bigger than most folk. The ultimate predator is the dangerous of them all. So, but honestly, I feel that the ultimate predator didn't even have to be there. Honestly, I mean, he was bigger than the original. I mean, it was all CGI in most of the parts, and I mean, he didn't really do anything that much different other than the fact that he didn't need a helmet. He had body armor for skin. He had body armor that was infused with his skin. He's tall as fuck. And, like, you know, he kind of loosely could talk and communicate in other ways. But, I mean, but honestly, I feel like that's a big cop-out. Like, when here's the comparison I say from Predators to the Predator. Now, when you watch the Predator, when you watch Predators, I'm just getting confused here. When you watch Predator, you see the three major predators that were causing all the ruckus. They're supposed to be a lot bigger, but you can see the distinction between the other predators compared to the original Predator from, like, Predator 1 or Predator 2. You'll see a lot of, like, different markings, different looking helmets. I mean, even in Alien vs. Predator, you saw the different styles and how they look. And Quiet as Kept, I actually like that. But how in this one, I mean, I guess they were just solely relying on the CGI element. And honestly, for Predator, I prefer to actually use how, like, Kevin Peter Hall was able to make the original Predator look so menacing, look more like you. That's the best part about the first Predator, because you never seen him coming. So make the Predator more menacing, not by just making him bigger and having him do different, like, you know, doing like having him, like, making him bigger and just making him, like, just big and different like that. Just have him do different dynamics, or, like, make him more scary because he's doing tactics that made the other Predator look like, whoa, I can't believe he's actually doing this. But, you know, I mean, that's how I feel about that. But either way, dude, it's kind of crazy. It's like, it's cool. I don't want to spoil it too much for everybody, but if you do get a chance to go see it, like, right now, it's probably almost getting ready to go on Blu-ray, but and probably be able to stream it by now. But, you know, if not, catch it on a matinee at the $6, $5 film, like $5 movies. You know, I'm gonna give it I'm gonna give it a solid 7. Because, I mean, don't get me wrong, it is enjoyable, even though there was a lot of train wrecks in the process, but either way, it still served its justice. So I give it a 7 because it was entertaining, it was funny. I mean, I wish there was a lot more that I could have, like, maybe because my expectations for the film wasn't really met to that magnitude, which I gave it this low rating. Like, it could have been a solid 8. Anywhere between a solid 8 is a good film. But if you're, like, dipping into the 7s, I mean, hey, it's still entertaining, but there was a lot of things that I was expecting more out of it. But anyway, that is the Quickfire review on Anchor FM, you guys. I am your host, Melodious, and as always, never ever be late for the party. So keep that party going.